Commander's on the way forward in a hurry, and Patsy's Lass, she's driving through along the rail to be fifth, followed by Amanda Match. Sakudo was only reasonably away. He's going to settle about seventh on the rail for Browner. And the last pair, Miss Louisiana and Ultimate Ring. They link up with the course proper now. 1,200 left to run. Miss Sarah bolted away mid-race. Opened up a lead of 4 lengths. Racing second, Commander. And Yamazaki has wound up third in the box seat. 2 to a Grim Reaper, fourth outside of Patsy's Lass and Sakudo. The easing favourite trails that pair by a length. A length behind it was Amanda Match, Ultimate Ring on the rail, and Miss Louisiana is last, around 7 lengths off the lead. They're at the halfway mark, 800 metres left to run. Miss Sarah left alone in front, doing it comfortably, led by 2. Commander strides to a clear second. Yamazaki a length and a bit back third. Grim Reaper fourth, the outsider. And Sakuda is trailing up fifth, one off the fence. Outside of Patsy's Lass, followed by Amanda Match, who's covering extra ground about Miss Louisiana. And last of all is Ultimate Ring. They swing around the bend, just over 400 left to run. Miss Sarah, get tested, led the way from Commander. Then Yamazaki, Grim Reaper, now Sakudo. He's a little flat-footed. He's about 5 off them and needs to get a real move on her. Then Amanda Match, but Commander, the maiden, dash to the lead below the 200 metres. Grim Reaper is boxing away, then Miss Sarah. Sakudo can't win, then Amanda Match, but it's Commander in front, going great guns, and Commander wins the Phoenix. Got the prize, second, Grim Reaper. I'd say Amanda Match third and Miss Sarah fourth.
They're about to move in here for the maiden handicap. One of the Craig Lees has gone in. That's Craig Lee Treacle. Out of a mare I know rather well called Phoebe for me. Oh, I once trained, a very talented mare she was. But she didn't always take her talent to the races like so many of them do. Here's Quatro Amigo going forward. The other Craig Lee horses, Craig Lee Celerio having its first race start too. Craig Lee Treacle races in the red cap. Here's Toy Meeka going forward. Toy Meeka is loaded. Ice Warrior is still out of line. So too is Murtahome, who has the yellow cap. Craig Lee Celerio's out with Ice Warrior. Absolutely is out of line. So is Cage Crusader. A quiver. So there's not many in. They're about to bring up Ice Warrior. A little bit hesitant about going into the stalls is Ice Warrior. Meantime, Craig Lee Treacle stands well. There's Ice Warrior being loaded by a pack of attendants. Now Absolutely is going up. Absolutely is about to be placed in. Ice Warrior has moved in. Absolutely just a bit reticent about going into the stalls. They're trying to get behind Absolutely, but it wants nothing of it. Craig Lee Celerio, a quiver with the clerk of the course. Murtahome, Cage Crusader still out. Toy Meeka's in. And the rider's out of the saddle on Absolutely. They're trying to push it in riderless, just planting its front feet by the looks of it. It's having its second race start. It has raced at Bundaberg. Oh, it's just lashed out Absolutely. It's feeling well anyhow. Craig Lee Celerio, Murtahome, Cage Crusader, they're all out. And a quiver. concentrating on Absitively. Others standing in well. Toy Meeka, sorry. Craigley Treacle. Murtahome. So now they're getting the ropes out behind this because they are very worried the fact that it can kick up. Just demonstrated that before. They've got the side rope alongside Absitively, a man at its head. She's standing flat-footed at the moment. They've got that rope behind its backside and an attendant on either side just trying to bring it forward. Now it's got its backside down on the ground. Now it's up again. It's got a few tricks. Getting close to the stalls again this time. And just pull back.
$91.30, 6 Schopenhauer, $1.50, 9 Splash Headline, $2.30. Quinella, $4.40, Exacta $6, Trifecta $29.20, 1695, $120.40. Scratch 4, Sub 1, Race 3. At Moonee Valley, 4 Jamaican Rain, 210, 140, 2 Hectopascal, 270, 8 Miss Clooney, 270. Quinella, 850, Exacta 1160, Trifecta 57.90, 4, 2, 8 and 1, $240 even, extra double 13 and 4, 33.20, sub 4. Moving in, Kembla Grange.
Feisty Fox, Mad Fox, and Sprinting to Win.
Still no joy with Absitively. Or is there? They have another crack with it. Cage Crusader out. Still is Craigley, Solerio and a Quiver. Not sure what the plan is now. It's backside to the stalls. That's not a good sign. The jockey getting back in the saddle. Okay, thank you. Just been advised that Absitively is out. So Absitively is a late scratching. Please take note, bookmakers. Absitively wouldn't load. Now a Quiver is about to come up. A Quiver is about to come up. Murtahome still out with Craigley, Solerio. The others in the line, I won't say it. As soon as you say they're behaving themselves, something happens, though. I didn't say it, but they are. Now here's Craigley, Solerio coming up. It's gone in, no worries. Stan and Crystal Johnson, no doubt, have given it plenty of barrier practice. Here's Murtahome coming up. Cage Crusader and a Quiver are out of line. And the other one is out of the race. It's Absitively. Late scratching. Cage Crusader is about to come up. Prepared by Susan Bowers. Cage Crusader. It hasn't gone in yet. It's turning around towards the start. I think the starting stalls. The rider's out of the saddle on Cage Crusader. So they're about to bring Cade's Crusader up riderless. It's by Rocker Cashel. If you get the chance to go there, it's a beautiful spot in Ireland. A magic spot. I've actually stayed at the Old Castle Hotel near the Rocker Cashel, at the Rocker Cashel, where they've got a 400-year-old mulberry tree where you can still eat mulberries from. That's before this place was even heard of. Now here's the next one coming up. It's a quiver, and they'll be all loaded as soon as a quiver goes up. By Golden Archer, so it's been well named. Quiver. For those who know a little bit about archery. Ready to run. They're going without absentively. Starters ready for them, about to go. There's the light signalling. And they're racing, and he got them away to a perfect start, so that's a credit to everyone concerned. Showing plenty of speed from towards the outside. As going very fast, actually, was Ice Warrior, who's up trying to vie for the lead. Also going fast was Craigleigh Treacle, who's gone up along the inside to run to the front. Running third at this stage of the race was Murtahome, as one of the favourites, being followed then by the next horse, which was Toy Meeka. Then back in the field was Craigleigh Celerio. A quiver's a long way back. So too was Quatro Amigo, who's back running last with Cade's Crusader. Coming up towards the home turn, and it's Craigleigh Treacle the inside and the favourite Murtahome taking over now. They're out by about 3 or 4 lengths from Ice Warrior. Craigleigh Celerio was next, being followed then by Toy Meeka. In the stretch, and Murtahome has dashed away from Craigleigh Treacle, who's certainly shown something. They're going to be followed then by Toy Meeka, who's running a bit of a race of it, and Quatro Amigo's coming down the outside. Murtahome's getting a little bit tired. This horse is flying down the outside, Toy Meeka, and coming was Quatro Amigo. Just in, Toy Meeka's got up, I think. I think Toy Meeka might have just nailed Murtahome, but it is a photo. Toy Meeka, a preference from Murtahome in a photo. Quatro Amigo, good run from the fourth horse. Craigleigh Treacle will definitely win races. It's going to be followed home in the field by Cade's Crusader. Then came Ice Warrior, a quiver, and Craigleigh Celerio was last. Well, that was home to all money, wasn't it? Murtahome.